As a girly living alone and navigating her 20s, hobbies have become an essential part of my life for not only my mental and overall health, but also for discovering myself and the things in life that interest me outside of my 9-to-5 and other responsibilities. I love being active and moving my body in different ways, but also slowing down and exploring my creative outlets. In today's episode of my Living Alone Diaries, come join me as I recharge and discover some new fun and peaceful hobbies.
So push into the clay, even more so. Now your arm shouldn't be moving, the clay shouldn't be moving you. Left hand, okay. So I'm pushing in with this one. Throwing on the wheel is not easy. Oh, that's okay. It's this little crap. You can fix it. To the part of the deepest part of your clay, and then you pull it out. And that's your in your you probably pulled up a little too quickly. Bring it out. Use your bottom hand as the support. Hi friends, this is future Kiara. I wanted to hop on and just share my thoughts with you guys after completing my first intro class to pottery. I really liked how they formatted that class. The first 10 to 15 minutes or so, we were just watching our instructor go through the beginning to end of creating a bowl. This class was 2 hours long and we were able to make 2 bowls in that time period. My goal going into the session was to make a pasta bowl since I love a good pasta bowl, but I wasn't able to quite get there. So the 2 bowls that I made, as you guys saw, were a little bit more tall and just rounder. After finishing our bowls, we went to go pick out what color of glaze we wanted. So I think I ended up picking like a white color for one of the bowls and then a like cream green color. I can't actually remember the second color that I got. These next couple of weeks they're going to like fire the bowls and then glaze them. I had such a fun experience and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Really went into it not knowing much at all about like clay making and pottery in general, so it was cool to see like how much I was able to pick up and how much I was able to improve in those 2 hours alone. It is a more expensive hobby maybe. My first class was I think $100, so $100 for those 2 hours. So I need to see like what the pricing looks like for their 6-week long classes, but I'm really glad I got to try it at least. Now I have a better idea of what pottery is all about, and it is something that has been on like my mini bucket list of things that I wanted to try out this year.
The next hobby that I tried out for the first time was barre. Barre is a full body workout that combines elements of Pilates, yoga, and ballet. I went to Pure Barre Studio in the San Antonio Alamo Heights location, and they actually offered a 30-minute complimentary intro to barre class. And after that class, I signed up for their Pure Barre Classic workout, which is their strength and definition focused class. This class was 50 minutes long, and it was really similar to mat Pilates, I'd say, but some of the exercises that we did definitely incorporated like ballet poses and movements, and that was my first time doing anything like that, so I thought that was pretty cool to try. The three main pieces of equipment that we used were light dumbbells for our upper body exercises, a ball which added a little bit of resistance in some of the movements, but I think it was mostly for improving balance and stability. And then the third one, I think it's called a resistance double tube, which is similar to a resistance band, but I think it's specifically for barre, and we would use this for our lower body and glute exercises.
So it's a very lightweight toning workout, I'd say. I wouldn't recommend it if you like more like high intensity or higher strength training workouts. For that, I would actually recommend Legree. Legree is a full body workout as well, but it uses a megaformer machine that has all of these different levels of resistance that you can apply to make the movements more challenging. Legree is also a really good option for improving like stability and balance and just really strengthening your core. You use your core like the entire 45 minutes of that workout. End thoughts, I don't think I would continue this hobby. Like I don't think I would do barre regularly, especially since I just really like Legree, so I don't think I would do both. But it's something that I've been wanting to try, and it's not to say like I wouldn't go again with a friend, because I did really like and find it interesting how it incorporated ballet movements into the workout. So I liked that aspect of it. And then the last hobby that I tried with you guys was boxing. I think what intrigues me most about boxing is it's so different than the other workouts and exercises that I do in my weekly routine. So it's a fun way to incorporate cardio, but also a good like upper body and ab workout. Interestingly enough, like you engage your core more than you would think when you're going through like those boxing movements. Boxing is something that I definitely want to get better at. I don't know like how regularly I'll be able to do it. Definitely not on a weekly basis, but I think it's just a good way to also improve and learn like self-defense. I also really like how they structure their workouts. So they have different stations where we get one-on-one time with a punching bag, we get one-on-one time with an instructor. And that's actually my favorite part of the entire workout, I'd say, because you have to think really fast. The instructor will say a series of numbers which translates to a type of punch. So 1 is a left jab, and then 2 is a right punch, and then 3 is a left hook, and then 4 is a right hook. Afterthoughts of boxing, obviously this was my 3rd time going, so I really like it. It's a nice challenge, very different than the other workouts that I'm typically doing, like far spectrum from Legree, I would say, in terms of like vibe. I think like that's what makes it interesting, just incorporating like different hobbies that may or may not be similar, and it's working like different parts of your brain or your body. The next thing I would want to try is kickboxing. This boxing class studio doesn't offer like kickboxing classes, but that's also something that I'm interested in trying next. So maybe I'll make a part 2 to this if you guys are interested. I think the hardest part of trying something new, or even like after you've been doing something regularly, is to find motivation, especially when you're working full-time like me. I'm working full-time in tech, 40 hours a week. It can be very hard for work to not become our identity when we're spending that many hours every week. Life is so much deeper than work, so I think it's important to dedicate time to figure out what else in life interests us. I do notice that after I work out or after I do something that is a dedicated like me time and dedicated self-care for improving some aspect of my life that's not related to work, I feel more happy, I feel less stressed, and I just feel more fulfilled. I think over time the motivation just becomes reminding myself that, okay, I don't feel like going in the moment, but I know I will feel good afterwards. I know this is something that does bring me joy. And then over time it just becomes routine, and then you slowly start to find more and more motivation. I just wanted to mention that because I know that can be a struggle. It's definitely a struggle for me sometimes as well. Trying a new hobby is a great way of like romanticizing your life and trying a new skill, broadening your interests, and just like reconnecting with our inner child, I'd say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it and trying out these new hobbies. If you guys want to see me try more hobbies, comment down below what hobby you think I should try next, and if you would be interested in a part 2. I would be so down to make a part 2 because this was so fun. This was so peaceful. It's so fun to like learn new things and find something that excites you and that's new and you want to get better at. I think that's just a awesome part of life. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to give a like, subscribe to my channel if you're not already and want to see more content like this. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next vlog.